You want to learn how to double your income on YouTube through monetization? I want to lay out exactly what my strategy is over the next 30 days. And if you wait till the end, you can enter to win a free pair of these. They are unopened, and we will talk about them at the end of the video. With that being said, if this is your first time here, what's good? My name is Sam, and for those of you who are returning, it's good to freaking see you. Okay, so what am I going to do to really explode over the next 30 days with the amount of money that I make through YouTube? Well, I took it down to two basic areas: the quality and the marketing. But before I get into any of those things, I actually started making YouTube videos uh, over 7 years ago. This was actually the first video I did with my brother 7 years ago. And at that time, you could just start making videos and get monetized. You didn't have to hit any qualifications. That was when it was first starting out. So I would put up content and you'd start to get views, and you could monetize it even when you had no subscribers. So I would put out content, and I realized that you could make money through YouTube. This is the total lifetime earnings, about $1,200 on this channel. But I know that the money was there. And about 18 months ago, I was like, I am not going to be doing this thing for a company anymore. I'm laying there in bed, a little frustrated because I just started a new job, going through all the learning processes. And I'm laying there and I'm like, oh man, there's no way I'm going to do this for more than like a very short period of time because it's not something that I enjoy to do. And it was that moment because I was so like, I just didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to do something where I had freedom. I made the decision to figure it out online. And over half of that income is all from the past 18 months of monetized YouTube videos. So it's not a tremendous amount yet, but one month it did break $134. I think it was in December. So that is a decent amount to get extra, covers some additional expenses, and it's just a base point. You're just going to continue to build off of that. So the two areas that I want to focus on is the consistency, which I did anyway, right? So that's what I started 18 months ago, was putting out content every single day. But now I've got two channels, and the consistency I'm working on perpetually to get better. So for the next 30 days, I'm going to be putting out a piece of content on this channel and my other channel every day for 30 days. But the quality, right? So you need to show the fuck up to bat, right? By bringing a video to marketplace, right? Every day. So there's the first piece to explode on the views to be able to get more earnings. The next is the quality, right? So the quality of the video. So I've never taken the time to actually go through and create more of an outline of what story I want to tell so that it is concise and it hits all the points that I want to hit. However, when I do it, it greatly aids in like the story that I'm actually able to tell. So that another thing that I'm actually testing out now is not using descriptive titles and using curiosity based titling for videos. That seems to appear to get a higher click-through ratio. I'm going to go over all of the data on the current status of my two accounts so that we can see what the baseline is and how we're going to measure the quality. So how are you going to measure the quality is the total amount of time that people spend watching the content, yes, but also the average amount of time somebody spends watching or per video, right? So if somebody on average watches 2 minutes and 20 seconds, then in 30 days, I would like that to be higher because the quality of the content has increased. Another area is curiosity at the beginning of the video. If you remember back to the beginning of this video, I asked you a question, right? Something that's trying to be, and I'll get better as I do more of these questions, right? But or create more curiosity to pull more people in. I'll get better as time goes on. But that's going to be a focus of the outline as well. So when I'm doing the outline, is thinking about how can I position this in a way that is going to be the most intriguing way to pull people in and just test different things out there. So that's going to be the next piece of things, because that's going to increase the amount of people that actually stay and watch the video as I put more focus on that. And so just being like, hey, what's up, guys? It's just Sam here. And you'll watch. That's how I started fucking 500 last videos, pretty much. Possibly using a question as in this video, or a phrase. It's just anything essentially that's going to be accurate, but just the framing of what I'm saying, instead of just being descriptive about the title, change that descriptiveness to a question or a curiosity based statement that leaves somebody, right? They want to understand what that is. Another thing here is the actual thumbnails. So I didn't always do thumbnails on every video, so that is changing. For the next 30 days, I'm going to do a thumbnail for every video and focus on just trying to understand more of what is going to drive traffic in terms of the CTR. So the CTR is a click-through ratio. You have so many people show up in a feed, right, as you're scrolling through your feed on YouTube or something. That is an impression. And then how many people actually click through to the video? The thumbnail is a huge impact in terms of what somebody's going to click through, because you have the title and the thumbnail that they're going to see. So adding more curiosity to the title, that should improve the CTR, where we're tracking the baseline at the end of the video. I'll go over those numbers. And then we're also going to increase the creativeness of the thumbnail to try to drive more in there. Maybe make them cleaner. I don't know. I'm just going to keep testing things out and track that over time to see if I can improve it. Now, in terms of the marketing and promotion side, because that's right, we went over the consistency, which is the total number of videos that are going to be going out, one per day per channel, so 60 videos over the next 30 days at a minimum. And then once the video's out there, well, before the video goes out there, we're covering all the quality, right? How we're going to add curiosity to the title, how we're going to add curiosity to the thumbnail, and how we're going to start the video to grab more people's attention, right? So now we're going to go into like, how do we increase the impressions, right? How do we drive more people to get in front of it? Because driving traffic from these platforms here to YouTube actually helps with the SEO, which is the search engine optimization. So if somebody searches for a phrase of 2 to 5, 7 words or something, right, and my video comes up on page 13, but then I continue to get people clicking through from authoritative sites like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, then that is going to drive that up from landing on the 13th page to maybe the 10th or the 4th page or the first page or something, and I'll get a lot more views just organically from YouTube by using the strategy of creating more traffic to come in and see the content. We're going to go over that too in terms of the percentage of external traffic from places like this that is driven in per channel to see kind of where it's at. On Instagram, every day I'm going to be promoting. So when I'm dropping a video, whether it's on this channel or the other channel, I'll be doing some type of promotion through Instagram stories and then a call to action. So CTA is just a call to action to tell people to go over to my profile. If you guys want to follow along with the 30-day update, you should probably press that subscribe button and that bell notification. That is a call to action. But you should actually do that if you're interested. TikTok. So TikTok is exploding. I'm going to cross over 50,000 followers just on TikTok relatively shortly. And I have 2 accounts. But I'm going to do a curiosity-based 60-second story with the CTA with a call to action to tell them to go to the link in my bio. So those 2 accounts, one of them has 45,000 plus followers, and the other one has 5,000, just under 5,000. So depending on how they tell the story, whether it's on this channel or on the other channel, there's a link in the description if you want to check out the other channel. A lot more fitness related stuff and PED stuff. But depending on how I position the story, I can tell it, if I'm creative enough, I can tell that on each one with a different audience, right? Because one's more business and Tesla related content, right? And depending on how I shape and frame that story, I'm gonna tell it this way over here. Now, telling the same story over here to people that are in fitness is gonna be a different story. So being creative enough to tell that story in both places, I think is gonna also be a very valuable exercise in the standpoint that creativity is just like a muscle in the gym, where the more you exercise and push yourself to be creative, the easier things are to shift, like the audience you're talking to, right? Think of talking to your grandmother versus talking to your best friend. Like, are you going to swear or be inappropriate? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. The next is going to be Facebook. So I don't really have a good strategy, I would say, for Facebook for driving traffic because I'm uploading the videos natively to Facebook. So what I'm going to do is use my personal page and get into 3 groups and leave 3 comments on 3 posts per day. And I'm going to do the same thing for my Facebook page to bolster that. And then some of that's going to dribble back in other ways. I probably will share one or maybe like every couple of days share a YouTube video and then share that into a couple groups too, because that will probably actually be helpful. I'm going to actually add that to the bottom here. Share YouTube video to groups every 2 days. Every day. Let's do it every day. Fuck it. We want this shit to fucking get big. We got to put into work, right? So we're going to share it to every single group, and this is a proven strategy. I've documented on the channel here multiple times. You can go back and watch, and I go over the analytics of how effective YouTube groups are at driving traffic to YouTube. But there's other ways of doing that as well. So I have a YouTube a website where I have a blog and cover some things that I can't cover on the other channel related to PEDs and drugs on the blog, and then I also have a Medium blog. So those also work to drive traffic. Medium has actually been really good at driving traffic lately because it's grabbing the intent-based traffic from Google. So Google, somebody's searching for something on Google, they're coming to my Medium post, right? In my Medium post, I'm linking back to YouTube. So that has actually been a pretty effective strategy. I think on my other channel, Medium, is actually the #1 source of external traffic to YouTube. Meaning, if you're on YouTube already and it's a suggested video, then that comes from YouTube. If you're on YouTube and it's SEO, right, like they searched for something on YouTube when you're already on the platform, that is on the platform. If you have a suggested video on the side where you're watching another video, or at the end of a video, that's all generated on YouTube to keep you on YouTube. So that is the bulk of where all the traffic comes. Now, a portion of that is external traffic coming from places like this, and that's super valuable for the algorithm. So the more external traffic you're getting coming into your site or to your videos, YouTube's algorithm sees this and it actually boosts you up in the SEO world. I will be also telling more of these stories to like YouTube audience, maybe using that as a form of blogging or something like that, where I'm putting out content on a LinkedIn to also tell stories and send people back onto YouTube. That one I still have a lot of opportunity to learn on and grow that one. Twitter, it's going to be similar to other platforms where I'm going to be going through and commenting on at least 3 tweets. I'll also be liking a bunch of tweets as well. Twitter is also a proven strategy to, for me to increase, the traffic. I'm going to do likes as well here. Because just doing likes, I know drives traffic, so doing likes and comments is going to drive you more traffic. How that works is you're going to look for, because each one of these marketing strategies, so like on Twitter, it's going to be an active strategy. On Facebook, it's an active strategy. On Instagram, I'm actually going to have an active strategy too, but I don't know how. Actually, let's go back up there and I'll implement that on here too. So on here, I will also be interacting with posts every day. So essentially what that means is I will be working to either like or comment on multiple posts during the day. Anyways, the last portion of this, so some of it's active and some of it's just passive, depending on how you're looking at it. Then the last section is going to be paid. So the preview videos, so these are the pre-roll YouTube ads that come up when you watch a video, and then it says, oh, we're going to skip this in 5 seconds, right? Those, I'm going to do that one for every video. If the ads cost more than 2 cents a view, I'm going to shut them off. If they're less than 1 cent, I'm going to actually add them on more budget to it. And I have an ad running right now where it's less than 1 penny. It's 76% of 1 penny to get a view. So that one I just up to $1. And these are some of the stats that I covered. So this is the external views. I get a lot more external views on the other channel than I do because it must be ranking well on Google, or there's more search volume on Google than there is on YouTube for it. So that could be something to test out over this time period. The total amount of money I've made is, this is actually $17.50. Not that it's a tremendous amount, but I'm looking to more than double that by the end of July, basically the 25th of July. So if you want to catch that video, make sure you press that subscribe button and that bell notification. Now these headphones, if you want to win these headphones, you got to jump into the link in the description. These are actually knockoff Apple AirPods. They're unopened, but they work great. My girlfriend has a pair. She loves them. But they're $45 instead of $150, and I will ship them to you if you go to the link in the description. Click on that, scroll to the bottom, punch in your email. The drawing is going to be for July 1st. I appreciate you guys. Peace.